while we were in the Al-Awda hospital, it seems that some rockets were launched. We don't know from which side to which side, but it seems that a tension is happening in Gaza, and we had to evacuate back to the office. We are now in the very early, I would say, stage of this tension or escalation, but we need to assess and see what we can do. In the initial phase, again, it's dangerous. In the initial phase, we don't know what will happen, which place or building or car will be targeted, but at least we know that it might start in the evening, for example, to be more tough and more serious. And people indeed in Gaza, before escalations or wars, they tend to go to the malls or supermarkets or anything, and they get food to keep it, because they don't know what will happen and if they will be starving or not at some point. So this is Gaza Strip, which is 365 kilometers square, and with more than 2.17 million as a population, which makes it one of the most densely populated areas in the world. And unfortunately, this strip is under siege for more than 15 years. And when I say siege, it's a real siege, with walls all around Gaza from all sides except for the seaside, with walls underground and walls above the ground that people cannot move except by two borders. Erez border, which is between Gaza and Israel, and Rafah border, which is between Gaza and Rafah. And for sure there is a huge restriction on the movement of people, and people can feel the siege. Severe restrictions on people movement and limitations on the importation or the entry of the medical supplies and instruments are really affecting the healthcare access for the Palestinians. And we're not talking about only these escalations. We're talking about an occupation that has been imposed on Palestine for years and years, and the cumulative effect on the healthcare system is for sure catastrophic. So the MSF Belgium limb reconstructive surgery unit that started at Al-Awda hospital in North Gaza in May 2018 was to support the Ministry of Health in responding to the emergent and large influx of the Great March of Return injured patients. And since then, we have upgraded our hospital. And for now, we have 2 operation theaters. We have 27 inpatient department. We have a highly specific microbiology lab. And we have a multidisciplinary and comprehensive outpatient service. So I believe that this project came based on a real humanitarian need. And I would say that it developed with time. And now we are providing a real high quality service to the patients, and we can see the impact we are doing in the healthcare system in generally in Gaza.
وأنا هنا تقطعت. اللحظة هذه أنا ما حسيت بشيء، حسيت إني أنا مقطع وقاعد بتشاهد وبستنى أميل على اليمين أو على الشمال أستشهد. أنا يعني أفقد الوعي. على أي جهة بدي أموت، يعني بني آدم طلع ما فيش فيا ولا رجل ولا ظهر ولا ليش كل مفكك. خذوني في الإسعاف من هان على المستشفى، أعلنوا استشهادي وحطوا لزقوا علي إني أنا شهيد، وأعلن الإعلام شهيد سابع. شهيد سابع في الهواية. وربنا سبحان الله بعد اللي هو تقريبا 10 دقائق أو 3 دقائق صرخت قلت صرت أقول رجلي، فتم اللي هو دخولي على العمليات وبدل رجلي بالكامل زائد أهلي وأولادي وزوجتي. وبعد 38 يوم تم زيارة زوجتي وأولادي، وكانت يعني لحظة مش هينة ولا سهلة. وكنت يعني في وضع صحي تعبان، وبعد 38 يوم تشوف أولادك وتشوف زوجتك، فسبحان الله نسيت كل الألم ونسيت كل الوجع في زيارتهم، في شفتهم في كذا. عمل الكرسي اللي انا اقعد على وانا قاعد زي اكني واقف، لان الحلاقه بدها رجلين بدها كذا، فوفر لي ان انا اكون مرتاح، اشتغل وانا مرتاح. اموت؟ لا بديش اموت، بدي اعيش غصب عن الناس، بدي اعيش. هذه حياه وبدي اعيشها زي ما الناس عايشه، بدي اعيش. انا بالنسبه لي كانسان مفقود صاحب اعاقه، الناس مش احسن مني، انا بدي اعيش والي حق الحياه. ورغم الألم سيولد الأمل. رغم الألم سيولد الأمل إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. يعطيك ألف عافية.
الله يعافيك، معلش حناق لسان طويل.
لا تمام. Very inspiring. يعطيك العافية.
تمام.
Once there is an escalation, I feel as a medical doctor that the adrenaline level goes very high because we anticipate at some point the big work and the big challenges we will face during the escalation. We start to prepare ourselves to see very difficult scenes. And the scenes is not only the killed bodies or the injured people, but also to see the sadness of their relatives when they come to the hospital. The last thing I would say that there is this medical definition which is called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But it's really funny that for us it's not post, there is no P. It's a chronic traumatic stress disorder because of the siege that is imposed on Gaza for more than 15 years, and because of the successive escalations that used to happen 4 years or 5 years apart, but now we are seeing things happening in a very narrower range. It might be happening every 2 years, every 1 year. In August 2022, an escalation happened for 4 or 5 days, and then another escalation was about to happen in 2023. So we're talking about really very continuous ones. And then I don't know if in the upcoming years it's going to be an escalation every year, and how life could it be like this? I don't know. But here we are, and we're trying. So, yeah, yep, good.
like so many, were horrified by Hamas's massacre in Israel on October the 7th, and we are horrified by Israel's response. Israeli forces have attacked our convoys, detained our staff, bulldozed our vehicles, hospitals have been bombed and raided, we have watched our patients and our colleagues be killed and maimed. This pattern of attacks is either intentional or indicative of reckless incompetence. We have watched members of this council deliberate and delay while civilians die. Our teams are beyond exhausted. This is not just political inaction, it has become political complicity.